evening, everybody. Bobby did not pronounce my name well. CONAPA will find him for that. My name is Pedus Eweama, and I happen to be the current chairperson of CONAPA, which is the Council of Nigerian Association Presidents in Australia. I also happen to be the current outgoing chairperson of Nigerian Association of Western Australia. So I've come all the way from Western Australia to be with you guys. Can I get a round of applause, please?
A round of applause.
Let me begin by acknowledging the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which we are meeting today. I pay my respect to the elders, past, present, and emerging. I also want to acknowledge our own elders from Nigeria, whether from the Igbo extraction, the Yoruba extraction, or any other cultural or ethnic identity here today. I want to acknowledge each and every one of you because you are special. All of you are special guests, particularly the non-Nigerians, the Honorable MP and members of the Chinese community in Victoria. I want to welcome you all to this NSV event, and I know we're already having a good evening. In 2019, when I got elected as the chairperson of Nigerian Association of Western Australia, I was thinking of ways in which I can solve problems not just in my jurisdiction, but outside of Western Australia. In 2020, COVID hit. We never believed that we'd be in a position where we're not wearing masks. Communities were isolated, and Nigerian community wasn't excluded. I had been speaking to the former ambassador to Australia, Nigerian ambassador to Australia, Ambassador Bello Kuzari, on what we can do as a community to bring our people together, to network, to mentor, to share ideas across the Australian states and territories. The idea of a council came to my mind. I went ahead to collect the details of all the presidents across Australia's 6 states and 2 territories, to engage with them on how we can come together, how we can network, how we can share ideas, how we can support each other at the very heart of COVID. Just about 2 years ago, on September 6, 2021, we held our first meeting over Zoom. We all agreed that the idea of CONAPA is an idea whose time has come. CONAPA has been functioning over the last 2 years, incorporated as a non-governmental entity and headquartered in Western Australia. And you can see why I flew from Western Australia to be with you tonight. Every president and vice president from across the states and territories constitutionally becomes member of the council. In Victoria, we have Dr. Remy Yusuf and Bobby Akani as representatives of NSV. The Council of Nigerian Association Presidents is recognized by the state of Western Australia and the Federal Republic of Nigeria through the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM. And Honorable Abike Dabiri, who leads this council, is very much in support of what CONAPA does. I also want to acknowledge in a special way Mrs. Clement, who spoke earlier, and the High Commission. The Nigerian High Commissioner to Australia, His Excellency Ambassador Anderson Madubike, has been supportive of CONAPA. We, as an independent entity, have had our minor issues with the High Commission, but for the most part, they have been very supportive of our aspiration. So CONAPA is an organization for all of us. I know Remy Yusuf did say to me, when you come, let the Victorians know that CONAPA is not just for Western Australians. It is an organization that represents the interests of all of us. It's an organization that seeks to mentor new leaders, an organization that seeks to negotiate issues and matters pertaining to the welfare of Nigerians. And most recently, we've been advancing the interests of Nigerians in the areas of food seizure. And we know that our foods are being seized at the borders. CONAPA has moved very earnestly to ensure there is an intergovernmental engagement, collaborating with the Nigerian High Commission to ensure that our foods are not seized. We've also ensured that the High Commission continues to provide passport intervention exercises. We have, behind closed doors, continued to engage with our leaders from different states in mediating when there are matters of conflict. So there are very many areas in which CONAPA functions behind closed doors. I know today is the celebration of Nigeria Day, and we all are Nigerians. No matter your tribe, no matter your religion, no matter your ethnicity, we share a common destiny. And I know that in spite of our challenges as Nigerians, with the right leadership in place, the future will be brighter than the years we've left behind. We just need the right leadership templates to continue to move Nigeria forward. But we need to move Nigeria forward here as well. I've looked around and the venue is full. But it can be bigger than this. I know there are way more Victorians who are not here today, Nigerian Victorians. We cannot say because Remi Yusuf is Yoruba, we're not going to support her. We need to continue to engage with our national association. I happen to be the first chairperson of Igbo extraction in Nawa, but I have gotten utmost support from people from various ethnic nationalities. I want to encourage you to look beyond tribe and ethnicity and support your leaders, the executive committee of NSV, the president, the vice president who represent you at CONAPA. They are your ears and eyes. They are your advocates, and they need your support each and every day. I know that I have not mentioned, but Dr. Yusuf most recently got elected the incoming president of CONAPA. Can I have Dr. Yusuf come over here, please? And a round of applause for Dr. Yusuf. Can I also have Bobby Akani, the vice president of NSV, and also Dr. David Ono, who is the president of Nigerians in Tasmania. These are members of the council. As we always say, we cannot allow the labor of our heroes past to go in vain. Dr. Yusuf is somebody I've known over the years, credible, capable, competent, and committed to the cause of CONAPA. And that was the reason we elected her to lead us. As I go to the bank bench, Dr. Yusuf is going to chart a new course for CONAPA. And she's going to drive a new vision for CONAPA and the Nigerian community. So by default, Dr. Yusuf, being the president of CONAPA, is essentially the leader of all Nigerians in Australia, apart from the High Commission. So we are going to do a symbolic handover, and that was why, in spite of the fact that my first flight was canceled, I had to find a flight to come here. Dr. Yusuf will not forgive me if I don't come here to do this handover. So I'm here to do a symbolic handover. The documents that belong to CONAPA, the few of them that are relevant, I'm handing over to Dr. Yusuf, and I'm wishing her well as the new chairperson of CONAPA.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This is an amazing moment. Congratulations.
So I want to also acknowledge my members of the council, Bobby and Dr. Ono. They have supported me through this 2 years and almost a year or so for Bobby. I thank them for everything they've done for our community. There are a lot of things we do behind closed doors that people don't hear about. But we remain ever committed. We remain ever resilient. We remain ever pro-Nigeria. And if you're here today and you think Nigeria is not your country, I'm sorry, we have no other place but our ancestral homeland. No matter what happens, we share this heritage of our Nigerianism. We may have citizenship in Australia, but we will never forget where this journey started. On this note, I want to wish you a very successful Nigeria Day celebration, independence celebration. And as you go home today, I pray that the good God will continue to guide and protect you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a roaring applause to this beautiful, beautiful moment. Please, let's round of applause for them. I don't know if you know, but it's a big moment. She was holding Victoria on the shoulder. Now she got the whole country. Wow, I don't know what you say about that, but wow, a lot of things. Very special one. Definitely not Nigerian. Yes, so.
On that note, I would like to thank Dr. Pedus and Dr. Anu for making the journey and make that remarkable speech on behalf of Dr. Remy. On that note, I would like everyone to just rise up and welcome the new president of CONAPA, Dr. Remy Yusuf.
Thank you, everyone. I'm all speeched out. I didn't expect to come to the stage this much because we're all celebrating. Dr. Pedus has left a very big feat for me to fill, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. And like I said to him, he's not off the hook, so I'll continue to consult with him. He's the, CONAPA is his brain. Actually, a lot of people don't know what CONAPA stands for. It stands for the Council of Nigerian Association Presidents in Australia. So everything that concerns Nigerians in Australia, the council talks about it and we present it to the government. And currently, the two issues we are presenting to the government is the issue of food seizure and the issue of English language test for people that studied here in Australia. And we are making a headway. We will give you the feedback soon. So I want to thank Dr. Pedus for the period that he served as the chairperson. And we wish him well. We really appreciate you coming today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I also want to thank my colleague, Dr. Onu. He took his time all the way from Tasmania to be here with us today. Thank you so much for coming. He is also a council member. We have other council members. Mr. Bobby Akoni is also a council member. We have other council members from other states. And they wish us well for today. Thank you, everyone, again. And continue to enjoy your evening.
Yes, so it's good to hear that our Amala will cross the border now. I don't know about you, but you know, Yam sometimes, he doesn't cross. So it's good to hear that that one will cross.